Point two, relative to the Jaguars, get Lawrence off of his spot. Take us through that in the thought here.
So when I see Lawrence, I watched last year's game, and I watched obviously their game against the Dolphins. And what I see out of Lawrence here is first of all, this is a sack that he had last week. But more importantly, if you look at the beginning of this play, you're going to see Lawrence take his 3 steps. So he's going to catch the ball, 1, 2, 3, and he's ready to throw. And when he's able to throw in rhythm on that proper step, so it doesn't matter if it's a 3-step, 5-step, 7-step, sprint out, play action. When he's able to go through his fundamentals, he's very, very good. Now, we've all heard the thing about Patrick Mahomes and these guys, Lamar Jackson, these guys who can throw off platform from different different arm angles. For me, I don't see Lawrence as that guy. Lawrence is a guy who is outstanding, but he has to be fundamentally sound at all times. So if you can get him off his spot, whether he's throwing on the run or not, and have him throw from different arm angles and put pressure on him, he's not as successful. He's not nearly as accurate. You'll see here, he doesn't get his first read and kind of put his head down. And I see this a lot with him, both when he's successful and unsuccessful. If you can get to him and get him moving a little bit, his percentage, his accuracy, it all goes down. But if you don't, he's pretty good. So I think that's the next thing the Browns got to do, to follow the blueprint first and then get after Lawrence, not sacks, just get him moving.
When you look at this offensive line for Jacksonville, what do you see from the line with the Jaguars?
Well, actually, the Dallas I think they're in better shape than Dallas was up front, right? They got some guys up front. They're big, they're long. Their football team as a whole is very long. These defensively, offensively, they kind of have a body type that they really like. Obviously, everybody in the NFL is long, but these guys are really long arms. They're pretty good pass protectors. They don't do a ton in the run game zone. They're not trying to run too much to control. They're not giving you the Ravens kind of look. They're just trying to keep you honest. They're kind of a finesse team, but big guys who can pass protect, big guys who kick very well. Obviously, they're going to have to help on Myles Garrett, but everybody has a plan for Myles. Other guys are going to have to step up, which didn't happen last week either. Last week was a complete team loss, and it includes the defensive side of the ball, even though they had 2 drives. But that offensive line, going back to that, it's a solid offensive line who pass protects pretty well.